RPM, it's definitely a very capable. Well, top of the morning to you, JDM crew. John from JDM EXPO with another inventory video. And this one sounds pretty good right now. And this plastic covered contraption that I'm driving right here happens to be another R34. If you guys are tired of R34s, just let us know in the comments, and you know, maybe we'll go get another Silvia or Civic or something. Well, this one is got a nice couple of doodads here, some other fancy electronics. You guys might enjoy the engine bay once I get to that here in a little bit. But for now, just a quick explanation on the interior. Pretty much stock for a V-Spec 2, other than the Kenwood audio deck. I believe the speakers are upgraded too. It sounds a little bit better than the factory system. And of course we do have some HKS little doohickeys here and there, widgets and all that other good stuff. Definitely a lot of little upgrades here and there, but it's pretty subtle. I mean, whenever you see it, obviously it's a GTR from the outside, and it looks good as GTRs do. But it is a V-Spec too, so it looks a little bit nicer. But we do have the Nürburgring edition hood, so as you can hear, it's got plenty to go. And so I'm just cruising along here at like low highway speeds. Actually, the suspension is pretty good on here. I know there's a couple of other mods on here that, you know, just I've forgotten to mention already, but we do have the nicer BBS wheels, low profile tires, so reasonably comfortable. You know, I've driven many GTRs over the years and various editions of the R34, and this is pretty nice. Yeah, sorry I don't have any horsepower numbers in particular with this one, but it's definitely above and beyond normal. Right out of the factory, it's around 300, but this feels way above that. Sounds like it and everything, so short demonstration to follow. But the 6-speed transmission has been treating me nicely. There is an updated clutch. I'm not sure, probably a stage 1. It doesn't feel out of control, very easy engagement. Yeah, the 6-speed though here is pretty solid. Going through all the gears, no problem. Now, obviously, this beast is ready to be unleashed. However, we're keeping it tame, trying to avoid any attention from the police, going with the flow of traffic, not causing any trouble. But I can tell you, definitely this wants to go. But relatively tame too, which is really great. The idle and also cruising speed, I'm not getting any crazy droning with the modified exhaust, so very easy on the ears. I'm getting mostly road noise from these extra wide tires that happen to be on here. All in all, a nice GTR experience. Alright, so we have a nice favorable opening here, so you guys can see. And as you can hear it rip through the RPM, it's definitely a very capable system here. With all the HKS mods though, definitely this thing is above and beyond normal. Relatively tame though, well under control, so despite what feels like somewhere around 450, definitely getting the grip that I need. It's roughly 20 Celsius, so we're talking in the 60s and low 70s Fahrenheit. Asphalt probably around there. It's still, I got plenty of grip. Love the sound though, definitely. This thing is opened up real nicely. Well, I guess enough of that. Well, maybe we can do that again later. But I'll just give you guys the walk around here. We're almost to the warehouse. And I'll show you the exterior, which doesn't disappoint either. And the engine bay, which you guys are going to like as well. Alright, let's get into it. Well, alrighty, we're here and I'm going to show you the interior a bit. Well, I guess I could probably take off this steering wheel cover so you guys can see. All nice and fresh. And let me get the key in the ignition here so you guys can see the mileage exactly. There we go, 31,418. Gonna be adding a couple more on the way back to the yard, and well, pretty much everything's in good old working order here. And yeah, show you a little bit more. We have Recaro seats here, so all good. Got the carpets here so you can see genuine. Door panels in great shape there. The rear seats look like they haven't really been used a whole lot. Yeah, usually it's not much room, so most folks don't usually have this filled up all the way, but we have had some road trips in some R34s before, so that's been pretty cool. But you'd be surprised, you can actually fit 4 full-sized adults in here and it's not really much of any trouble. And there you go. Some more of that. Let me show you more of the seats here. So you can see, great shape there. Got that whole Recaro in Japan. I'll just fix that here in a couple minutes. Gotta keep showing you guys what else is here. We got the aluminum pedals there. And for amenities, we do have the ETC reader, so if you're going to use the electronic toll, it's all good. Kenwood audio deck that I was telling you about. And some little HKS electronics. We also have the, well, didn't know if you guys could see that. Ah, geez, there it is. Yeah, so we do have a whole bunch of electronics upgrades from HKS. Great performance. And let me show you this exterior here. This is the GV1 Black Pearl. And it's very stunning. I love those gold GTR badges front and back. And when I was describing the hood, it was a little bit off there. It does have the duct that's a NACA duct. So you might recognize this also on the V-Spec 2 Nürburgring edition, but this one is just V-Spec 2. So there is a difference, but multiple variations of the car do have that, so it's just nice to have. You can see the extra trimmings on here, and like I mentioned, that exhaust is pretty mellow, despite when you get on it, it gets pretty loud, but not that bad while you're just cruising around. So yeah. Alright, let's have a look at the engine bay. And of course, besides having the NACA duct, this is a carbon fiber hood. Fantastically lighter than the regular one, that's for sure. And here's the VIN number. For those of you guys wanting to look it up, it is manufactured 2001 in May, so Not quite ready under the 25-year rule for the States. Definitely fine if you're in Canada or other places that you're able to bring these in. And so plenty of additional plumbing for the intake and the turbo system. We got the intercooler, massive one up front here, really nice. Definitely get a nice volume of cooler air or slightly cooled air going in. And of course pretty good response actually by these turbos. So and we do have slightly upgraded suspension there. We've got coilovers all around. And if you didn't already know, the V-Spec 2 does have slightly larger rear brakes, so the overall balance when you're driving this is a lot nicer than your standard and the V-Spec version. I mean, that's why it's the 2, right? You can see these nice BBS wheels with big old Brembos there, front and back. As you can see, the rears have slightly larger rotors and better calipers than your other versions of the GTR. And just so you guys can see a little bit more additional on the side here. Pretty good, nice kit. As you see, the condition of the paint is just impeccable. I mean, only about 18,000 miles, so yeah. I'll have a look in the trunk. Oh yeah, by the way, nice wing. And if you didn't already know, this is adjustable for your various driving needs. So trunk space, all good there. Got the spare tire in case you actually need it down under here, with additional chassis support there for rigidity. So there it is. Yep, so you got your jack and the different tools if you need it. Looks like they've never needed it here before, so that's good. But you never know when you're on the road. Look at that. Nice shine. And fantastic. Well, there you have it, crew. 2001 R34 V-Spec 2. Nice. I mean, this thing's pretty crazy all around. So if you're interested in this or any other vehicles, make sure to check with local laws and contact our sales team, info@jdm-expo.com. They'll be able to answer your questions and let you know any other details, especially for more special editions just like this one. Different regulations around the world for bringing these in. But definitely this has got a bit more performance all around. But you know, other than the increase in power, it's not too far from the original specs for the most part. I mean, it's all better than your average GTR. And just saying it's only a V-Spec 2, well, only is pretty relative. These are pretty awesome. Alright guys, well, if you've got any other questions, you can also, you know, direct message on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. All those go to our sales team, and due to the time difference, they should be able to get back to you within a day or so. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Subscribe for more content and check out our other inventory videos if you're interested in any other vehicles. And definitely I've got others up where I talk about the different styles. If you're interested in some of those K cars, I have seen some interesting Jiminy's out there and Suzuki Samurai. So I mean, if you guys are looking for some other stuff, yeah, we've got some videos on those too. So as always guys, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you in the next video.